Good morning. I offer you grace and peace from our Lord Jesus Christ and from the sanctuary of Second Presbyterian Church in Indianapolis, a warm welcome to worship. Whether you have joined us here in the sanctuary or are worshiping with us this morning via our live stream, you are welcome here because we are gathered by God who calls and equips and sends us. We've gathered to worship the one who holds our lives and all the world in grace and love. In the week ahead, we will launch our New Year series, Meeting Jesus Again. You'll hear more about that in tomorrow's Monday memo, but today we embrace the starting point for that journey, a kind of reset for a new year, and we invite you and your family to do so with us. The Gospel of Mark and the book of Genesis offer us some faithful guidance for new beginnings, so we'll start there today. If you're visiting us for the first time today, online or here in worship, we're so glad to have you. We invite you to scan the QR code that is on your screen or on your bulletin and let us know who you are so that we can better welcome you to the Second Family. As we turn our hearts and minds to worship today, for a brief moment, I want to invite you back to Christmas Eve at Second. Can you hear the beauty of sacred song? Do you remember the feeling of being surrounded by the harmony of instruments and voices lifted in this space? Can you see the sanctuary lit by flickering candles, arms raised during Joy to the World? Can you see the bedlam of Bethlehem, children, magi, shepherds, angels, sheep and cows circling the pews on their way to Bethlehem? Maybe you can hear the reflections of our youth or the scriptures that tell the story of comfort and joy. We think that in the greatest numbers ever gathered for Christmas Eve worship in this space and tuned in all across the country, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss the good news of the gospel or the Christ child born to live among us. You received the message and the meaning of that holy night. It was a worship that I will not soon forget and for which I give thanks to God. And now, as God's people, we carry that gospel message into a new year. As those who trust in God's grace, let us center our hearts and our minds for the worship of our newborn King. Let us worship God.